My mom keeps throwing away my food, but I found out it's not about my weight. It's about who she thinks is eating with me. I always thought my mom hated how I looked. If I made myself a late dinner, she'd wait until I left the kitchen, then accidentally knock it into the trash. She'd apologize, say it smelled off, or that I shouldn't eat that late, that it wasn't good for my body. It got worse when I started meal prepping. I'd open the fridge and find my neatly stacked containers missing or scraped into the bin. She'd shrug and say, they didn't look safe, or you don't need that much food anyway. I started to hear her rummaging in the kitchen after midnight, the soft thud of the trash lid, the sink running. I assumed it was about my weight. She used to make little comments when I was younger, tugging at my shirt, asking if I really wanted seconds, suggesting new diets. For fun? So I confronted her. I told her I was an adult, that she needed to stop policing what I ate. She just stared at me, eyes glossy, and said, I'm not policing you. I'm protecting you. That should have been a red flag, but I wrote it off as her being dramatic. Until I checked the footage. A few months ago, my cousin gave us a cheap camera to watch the dog while we were out. I never really used it, but that night, after another ruined dinner, I opened the app. There was my mom, alone in the kitchen. She took my plate from the table, looked at the empty chair next to where I usually sit, and whispered, you can't have them. Not this time. Then she threw the entire plate into the trash. The next evening, I decided to test it. I set the table for one. My plate, my glass, my fork. Then, deliberately, I added one more set. An extra plate, an extra fork, right beside mine. I made sure she saw it before I went to my room. 10 minutes later, I checked the camera. My mom stood frozen in the doorway, staring at the extra setting. Her lips moved like she was praying. She walked to the empty chair and said very softly, you promised? You said you were done. She picked up my plate, not the extra one, and dumped it into the trash. When I came back, the table was cleared. Only the extra fork remained, slightly moved from where I'd left it. I didn't sleep that night. This morning, I didn't bother cooking. I just grabbed a granola bar and sat at the table, one chair pulled out. Mom walked in, paler than I've ever seen her. You shouldn't eat there, she murmured. Not in their seat. Whose? I asked. She looked at the empty chair like it offended her. The one who's been eating with you since you were little. The one I keep throwing food away from. Right now, I'm typing this from my room. Mom just texted me to ask if I'm hungry. I can hear her setting the table. 2 plates? I'm home alone.